dance when you sing. You know that you want to Tappa Tappa, they want hotter. She don't want cool, she don't want fresh. She want rough, can't leave it. You know, leave it she said, give it to me, bad me one. Give it to me, hard me one. Say, boy, hold me tight. Yeah, yeah, you love me one some more. So what up, party people? It's your boy Kirz. Of course you already know it's that Nigerian boy with a Caribbean vibe. So all I want you guys to do is catch me on the Table Talk Show with Nikki J, and I promise you all it's gonna be a blast. It's coming out soon, so stay tuned. Kirz say so.
Hi, good morning. Nikki G here. We're starting off a new Table Talk for the year, and I have a special guest artist, and he's actually from Nigeria. It's a big year. We're now in 2022. We went in hiatus it's a big year. We're actually in 2023, and we went in hiatus in 2022. So now it's a brand new year, and I just celebrated a birthday. It was super spectacular. I had some close friends there, and we had a great time. We had dinner, we had a little dance, get to see each other, and the time flew by so fast. But I had a great time, and I feel like this year is going to be a great year. They always say make the best of any situation, and that's what I'm doing. As you can see, I have the tropics behind me, and that's where my head is at right now. It's like, I'm getting ready to travel. I traveled a lot last year, and it was really good. It was really, really good. It was refreshing. I learned a lot. I met new people. I made new friends, and I actually went to DR. And I must say thank you for the people there who welcomed me with open arms and showed me the place, and it's just a place that I would like to go back again, but it's time for me to see other places. And the next attraction that's coming up is Trinidad. Trinidad Carnival is on the horizon. Trinidad Carnival is on the 21st and 22nd, I think, of this year. So God willing, I'm going to be there, and we're going to have a good time. I'm going to record so you guys can see what it is for people who can go. And we're going to enjoy this season. Carnival season, when carnival season comes around, every island have their carnival. And, of course, the mecca of all carnival is Trinidad and Tobago. I've heard about Barbados. I've heard about different islands. Grenada had their carnival as well. But last year, Trinidad did not have their carnival. We haven't had ours in 2 years. So now this is the biggest carnival event ever. And there's a lot of music coming out. I want to big up to my friend Smitty Smith, who has his music out. Stranger Things Rhythm. You'll hear it within the recording of this mix, so you guys would get used to it. I also have some tracks, some mixtapes that my friends made for me. Which is, I have to give a huge shout out to Danger Kid from Fire Fully Loaded, and also Chiney from Golden Touch Sounds. Some really, really good friends. All right. So very soon we're going to have my guests coming in. We're scheduled right on time at 10 o'clock. So he'll be coming in soon. But I know when you see this, it's not going to be 10 o'clock. It's going to be later in the evening. All right, or in the morning, depending on where you live. So if anybody needs to reach me and you need an interview, contact me at nikkigmedia.com. That's www.nikkigmedia.com. You can add yourself there, and you could see the work that I do, the music selections that we have as far as mixtapes. DJs, you could send your mixtapes to me and I could upload it there. Very soon we'll have the feature where you could upload it yourself. You do have to have the drop in order to put it on there, and then we'll take care of the rest. All right, I'm hearing some really great soca this year, and a lot of the artists have really done a great job. You know, the groovy soca I'm hearing, power soca is already out, so people are in gear. The costumes are out, and it's gonna be, depending on when you see this video, it's gonna be in the next month, month and a half or so, you know, since I said it's February 22nd. Yeah, so very soon I'm gonna have my guest coming in, and I'm super excited to talk to him and hear what he has to say in reference to his music. If you want to reach out to him, you'll see his music. If you want to reach out to him, you'll see the information at the bottom of the video. So you'll be able to reach out to him if you want to do collabs, or if you just want to know more about him or something like that. Okay, so keep it locked. Nikki the Voice, Table Talk Show. We'll be right back. Okay, so you have just joined the Table Talk Show with Nikki the Voice. Today is a beautiful day in America, and my guest, Kirz, how do you pronounce your name so we pronounce it the right way?
It's Kirz.
Kirz, okay. So Kirz is joining us today. His name is similar to an artist that we all know in Trinidad called Kirz. So, you know, but this is not Kirz. This is Kirz. Kirz. The way it's spelled is Kirz, correct?
Yeah, but you know, usually it used to be Kez, but because loads of people have the name Kez, so I just pretty much had to change the spelling, but it's the same pronunciation.
Same pronunciation. Okay. Let's see if I can see without my glasses, because I don't like having on glasses during the interview. Okay, so today Kirz is joining me. He's in, where are you right now? You mentioned you're in Brazil. He's in Brazil, but he's originally from Nigeria, correct?
Niger
or Nigeria?
Nigeria.
Okay. All right. So tell us a little bit about yourself, you know, how you started in this music industry, and at what age you were influenced.
All right. Okay. My name is Kirz, and officially, yes, you already know, is that Nigerian boy with Caribbean vibe. And my full name is McDonald, and I'm from Nigeria, Lagos to be precise, aka Las Gidi. And I started music pretty much young, listening to songs where my dad used to play music on the radio. So it much influenced me, listening to all kind of music, like the reggae, we had the high life, we had more genres of music. So that really shaped my mind because I just had to listen over and over. And with time, I started writing my own songs, which was pretty much crappy, but but it's all good. And then it was in 2017, and I contested for the Dr. Beat Killer contest. And then I was among the 4 people who won. And then we had the opportunity to record my first song, and that was Bad Condition, which is out on all platforms. And from there, we started going to other songs and then promotions, and then started working with various producers in area, producers in the United States, in Canada, in Jamaica, in St. Kitts and Grenada. So St. Vincent and Grenada, sorry, St. Vincent and Grenada. So I just worked with tons of artists and worked with Jahboot music, and he produced for Popcaan, and also worked with Blacka Kartel. He produced for Vibes Cartel, and pretty much lots of producers and artists.
All right. Yeah, I see that you work for, well, you work alongside a lot of different, especially with Popcaan, which is, you know, highly recognizable. I listen to your songs. You have a great voice. You have a great voice, you know.
Thank you very much.
It's amazing. And you did how would you say it? you did not a collabo, but you did a rendition of a song that I listened to. Funny enough, on one of these apps, there's a song that came out, and it's a lady, and it's called People.
Okay.
And I heard you sing it, and I was like, this guy is so good. Song and stuff like that. So I heard Pray For Me, which is nice, Far Away. I think your latest one is Tappa Tappa.
Tappa Tappa.
Tappa Tappa, yeah. Brown Skin Girl, I could relate. That one's beautiful as well. Superstar and Freedom, right? So
Freedom.
These songs, did you write all of them yourself, or you had someone write them for you?
No, all songs were written by me.
Oh, very nice. And what is your influence? Like, when you write the songs, what influenced you for each one of them? You could pick one of them and tell me a story of why you ventured into that,
right.
Your thoughts and stuff.
Okay. So pretty much, Pray For Me was just, I was pretty much at home. I just got home from the studio, because I used to work with my friend in the studio. So I just got back like 5 minutes, and I had this beat that I was supposed to download, and I downloaded it. It had like 6 or 10 minutes in it, and I just selected one which speaks to me. And before I know it, in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 15 minutes, I'm already writing the ideas. It was so crazy in my head. I was like, I just left the studio right now. I just go back because I need to record it. Because once I get the idea, I just want to record it fresh, because if it gets 2 days, 3 days, you start losing the vibe. So I just wanted the vibe. So pretty much the song is about me, because I was living with my parents, and then I just had to face music, because my dad wasn't really in support of the music. So I just had to focus on the music. So I left home. I started living in the studio most times. Except probably I just went back home, get and stuff like that. So which I did. I got back home, try to get stuff, and try to return to the studio. And he just spoke to me, and I just wrote the song, Mama, Pray For Me. I beg you, make a pray for me. I'm not coming back home until I'm done in the studio.
That's touching.
So, that's like, and the second verse was pretty much that I'm not a failure because I'm decided to do music, and that's where the second verse was talking about. So I just had to speak what I feel, and that was more for the song. And any other song, it depends on. It's just me, my aspiration, where I want to be, because pretty much everybody who listens to the song be like, hey, this guy is big. And they were like, hey, that's the guy over there. I'm big. Yes, I'm big.
Yeah, you have, I mean, you have to know. I always say is like, be confident of who you are and what you do, and know where you came from and all that stuff, Don't be too shy of the characters that you have, and be proud, Out of all the producers that you've worked with, and I don't want to show up any one of them to say like, oh, I prefer this one as opposed to that one. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. What you can do is just tell me, what is one of the influences that you remember while working with a producer? And I know you mentioned one of your friends who you're very close friends with, so you guys are good. So any one of them you want to choose that was memorable in making the music.
Okay. I'll say my friend Nytro. His Nytro Beatz for production, for making the beat, and he's Promyx, professional mix for the mixing. So I'll say him because he really influenced me a whole lot. Because I started going to the studio and I'm like, okay, bro, I think you can just learn the sound engineering, record some songs, you record yourself, and you can record a ton of artists as well. And with that, you can shape your idea of music and improve. I was like, yeah, sure. And started teaching me how to record with Cubase. And before you know, recording like totally like 100 artists who come into the studio. So
Wow.
that I could also songwrite for them because sometimes they don't have the ideas because some people just
Mm-hmm.
come with the beats, don't have, or if you have to correct them and say,
Mm-hmm.
okay, put them through and show them some ideas so it could be better because I wouldn't like to record a song that wouldn't be that good.
Yeah,
And you wouldn't like
true.
to tell someone, Kes recorded you. It wouldn't make sense because they
Yeah.
know it has to make sense.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's it. And anytime I have an idea, I just say, hey, now I got this. I'm like, okay, just send it over. And he was
Mm-hmm.
just, before you know it, there's a song, Gold Digger.
Mm-hmm.
It's produced by Nytro
Yeah.
Digger. You've not heard it, it's new. So
Okay.
what happened was I took like 2 years break from music.
Okay.
And then he called me and like, hey, bro, it's been a long time. I'm like, yeah. I understand. I got something for you.
Yeah.
I said, okay, come to the studio. And I'm in the studio and it said this. And to be honest with you, that song was a freestyle, but if I didn't tell you that it was a freestyle, you wouldn't believe it. It was just one take.
Oh, wow. So you're a
That was
natural. That's
no, it's been a long time, I know. It's been a long time. Like, and he just called it, come, I got something
mm,
for you. And that's
mm,
how the energy is like. And whenever I have something recorded from
mm.
some other producer, I want him to take a look at it and say, you sure this is good? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's good. Let's go.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's and I
Well,
have a
that
song I recorded some days back. I'm sending him that tips for me, and I'm going to send it to you when it's done.
okay, great. Awesome. It's good when you work with people that you used to because number one, they know you, right? I mean, I'm gonna use one
Yeah,
person for an example, like Kanye West and the guy who always recorded him from when they were younger until now. It's like that person knows you, even if they just look at you, even if they just look at you or something like that, or they hear you say a word or a facial expression, they know where you're coming from, you know? Which is a good thing.
yeah.
Um, knowing what you know now, what would you tell yourself, if you have to tell yourself as a young kid, like as an advice, what would you tell your younger self?
Well, I'll tell my younger self is, hey, little bro, it's not that easy. Pretty much that's not that easy. You have to really show that you have this thing. You have to fight, and a whole lot of people will come, but you just have to finally make the choice. A lot of
Yeah.
opportunities will come, but you have the best one
Mm-hmm.
because you could just jump on one record deal and it might just cripple your career. You just have to ask and make sure you pray to get that deal.
But you've worked with some top producers, as you said before, because in order not many people get to work with people like that.
Yeah,
Popcorn's producer, Vice Cartel producer, even the guy in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Um, you know,
yeah.
people like that. Not a lot of people get that, and you could put that out to show what, exactly like who you work with. And I mean, if you're looking for management and stuff like that, but sometimes it's good when you're able to do your contracts and those things on your own until you get the management that you need in order to push you to the next level. But it seems like you worked,
Yeah.
how should I say? You went from top. You went
Yeah,
from top and however you're working now and stuff, which is good.
yeah,
Um,
but I a lot of people who also help me out.
okay. All right. Oh,
Yeah,
by giving you that plug.
yeah, no, pretty much. Yes, my manager, she pretty much talked to Jahboot, who was
Okay.
producing Popcaan.
Okay.
And for Vibes Cartel, there was a friend of mine, he's Jamaican. So he was like, hey, bro, we have this beat, and he produced it,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Blacka Kartel. And he was
Yeah.
like, I want you to jump on it because I told him about you. And I'm like, okay, yes. Pretty much everybody I met on Instagram. And then the guy from St. Vincent and Ada, Swick Beat,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
he just chatted me up. I was like, hey, bro, I would like to work with you. Just send you a couple of beats.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much everybody I met on Instagram.
Oh,
So
okay. Okay. Okay.
that
That's pretty good. Let me see. Wow, songs your favorite. Which one of your songs that you've written so far, is your favorite song?
To be honest with you, I actually pick because one song is different, one song is different. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
let me see.
Or anyone that come. I mean, sometimes you will hum along to something because it's like it
Yeah,
reminds you of maybe, as you say, the one with your mom and how you left home and so forth. It might
yeah,
probably remind you more of all the other songs. As I said, there's like not
yeah,
taken away from the other or taken away from any production that you work with, but
yeah,
sometimes some some things just stick in your mind more than most.
yeah. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so pretty much I would pick Pray For Me because to be honest with you, there was a whole lot that happened trying to record that song. There was a whole lot of obstacles, if I tell you.
Mm.
Because when I went back to the studio to record, and with the whole electricity thing in Nigeria, there was no light.
Ah.
And that was when there was fuel scarcity as at that time. So I had to like go to like 6 stops away just to
Mm.
get fuel for the gen. And then I got there was a whole lot of queue, like 1,000 people on the queue. And I'm like, oh bro, what am I gonna do right now?
Wow.
And the magical thing was everybody was on the queue, but I just walked up to the guy who was selling the gas and he just popped it for me. Like, I don't know. They're like, hey, bring it.
Yeah.
And
And
I
he helped you
don't, but
out.
I don't know how that happened. That was God, but I got the feel. I went to
Yeah.
you and we recorded. It was fire. The drop when the
Mm.
song dropped, everybody was like crazy. We did some promotions. We got loads of people's videos
Yeah.
singing to the song, vibing to the songs, and it was great
Yeah.
because everybody could relate to this. So
Yeah.
everybody could relate
Y-
to the song.
Yeah,
So
it's good. It's great when things are relatable because um that's what I was thinking about that earlier. I'm like sometimes writers and artists sing songs and you're like, it's either they went through what you went through or they're singing something and it's
mhm,
relatable to you, and you tend to listen to it more
yeah,
depending on your mood at that point in time. Okay, so your rise to where you are now, okay? Um, if you have to tell a story of maybe the difficult times and the good times, whichever one you would like to talk about, just let us know how that was.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Difficult times. Where I am right now, right?
It could be
Is
now or
where I am.
anything that yeah, where you are now. Like you could probably
Yeah.
talk about something that happened before. Maybe now you're not struggling.
Okay.
Maybe it's great for you now. But if you are struggling now and you want to give anybody who's up and coming advice, you can let
Okay.
them know like what your story is and what they could possibly do to make it a little easier.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what I advise is try and surround yourself with positive people, like minds, people who can support you, people who can tell you the truth. If you're going wrong, they tell you and they try to look out for you
Yeah.
and try and work with if you're a musician, if you try and work things that come up, probably you want to do a cover to song or you want to do just like the song the cover I did for the Lenka.
Yeah.
So you could just try and do that. That would help your page grow and help people know what you can do on every other song. That was the first cover I did
Mm.
was for this Haitian girl.
Yeah.
And I was just there listening to, yeah, because I had a DJ in Haiti. So I sent him my song Bad Condition, the first one, and he was playing all over. So I was
Mm-hmm.
just going through songs in Haiti, and I just put this one song. And
Mm.
the fourth verse was just an interlude. It had no lyrics on it.
Oh
I
wow.
was like, hey, bro, don't you just punch in something here? And
Yeah.
there I punched in something there, recorded the song, I went on Instagram, looked for the producer. I found the producer. I found his associate producer, sent it to the associate producer. He loved
Wow.
it. And the time that, and they uploaded it on YouTube. And we're like, good. And then I started working with one of the producers.
Oh,
We
nice.
recorded a new song, and that's how it's. You have to start something.
Yeah,
He
that's
didn't do
true.
that. I won't be able to get to all of it. So you have to try and work with things like covers or go on online, your Instagram or whatever social media you'll be having in
Mm-hmm.
2029 and try and talk people, link up, or you on Vamp
Mm-hmm.
and link up with like
Mm-hmm.
producer, work with lots of producers. Even though your sound is different, try out new sounds and just continue believing. Because to be honest, trying to create something new is not that easy for people to accept like that. Because you want to be unique. You don't want to sound like someone else. I guess yes, I did
True.
that too. Back in the days, I used to like there's this popular Nigerian
Mm-hmm.
artist. He sang the song, so it's pretty much popular. You
Okay.
are my African queen. So back then, if you hear me, you would think I am Two-Face.
Ah,
So that was a problem. And everybody keeps telling me, be like, I'm like, no, it's just the way I sound. And then when I won the beat Doc Def, and then I went to Doc Def, and he was like, bro, this is this, this is. You have to come to it for yourself. And I said,
yeah.
okay. So he
Yeah.
said, do Afro, do dance, or do this, do reggae, do that. And
Mm-hmm.
I did all of that. And he
Mm.
was like, that's you. That was it.
Ah, so you found yourself in the midst
Yes,
of
I just
of it
found
all.
that. Yeah,
Mm.
so first, the first song, Bad Condition, you could just tell like, okay, you guys try the sound. But the next song, the song, I own the craft. So you just have to be open-minded, try new
Yeah.
things. Let's
Yeah.
see. And with Pray For Me, it was a trap song. It was a trap beat.
Mm.
Yeah, it was a trap beat. So I was like, try trap. And pretty much people are, oh, you did dance or reggae on trap. Like, we just have to try something. Because
Yeah.
let's try trap. Let's see what we can do on that. And
Yeah.
that's it. Just open my mind. That's it.
But you did
So
you
don't
did
just think it
some
will come easy.
yeah. You did some great research though. You showed me that you definitely have to do research and people are not just going to come
Yeah.
to you just because you're putting out music. You have to do your research, use your apps and so forth. And I could
Yeah.
tell people a little story. I actually met him on the like whatever the name of the thing, the app. Met him on that app. And then the thing is, I put myself on that app because a friend told me Vampr, VAMPR. So any artist
Yeah.
out there, you could go on there, whether you're a singer, songwriter, producer. I didn't see any, well, yeah, they have voiceover artists there, but because I'm not a singer, I just made my thing so people can hear it. And if they want me to do any intros or anything like that, because I've done intros for
Mm.
artists, then they would hear it and I left it. So it's a good, I think 6 months I didn't really go on there. So when I went on there, I saw Kez's message and then some other messages there. And because you say, you have a fan and stuff like that, it stood out because, when men get in the inbox, the things they say and stuff like that, people wasn't disrespectful, but they're like, oh, hi, cutie and stuff like that. So I know they wasn't serious in wanting to work together. But I
Yeah.
had people who wanted to send their beat or wanted to work or probably thought I was a singer and stuff like that. So I saw his message and I'm like, okay, let me respond and just say hi and get that network going on because, it's good. That's what you're there for, to network with people. And then, so said, so done. And here we are, where I told him, okay, I'll do the interview and stuff like that. And I listened to his music and I was like, yeah, he has a groove, he has a voice and everything. So let me go with it. But if I didn't explain before, the type of show this is, it's a show about people with talent.
Yeah.
Um, all different type of talents, whether you do art. We had one girl who took hair and made art from that, and she would put it on her canvas and make people and stuff like that. We have someone in Canada who made ice cream and different flavor ice cream because his father made it. And you know, it's a variety of different things that we do. So I like highlighting artists as well, because artists and people always, or creative people always, have a story to tell. And you never know who's listening, where you could pass that on to someone else. Who is Kirz? How would you describe yourself in one sentence?
One sentence.
You could take as many sentences as you want, but you could summarize it.
I'm pretty much a guy who knows only music and loves to have fun and make people happy with my music. That's it.
Okay.
People happy, because most times, if you listen to my music, you might think that I'm that kind of guy who goes partying and stuff like that. Because I realize that most artists are not really outgoing people. They can just be indoors most times, everything inside, and then they only go out for shows.
Yeah.
But it's just making people happy with music, tell their stories, try to let people know that it's not just me, but someone else is going through that same thing. So you just feel that you're not the only one, and you're not the only one who's going through that, and that can give you a kind of confidence to keep pushing and know that if someone else can do it, I can do it. So if I can tell the story over my song, then you feel like, yes, someone can hear you out there and use you. So, and then you'll be able to get over it. And with happy song, you can just forget about it anytime.
Yeah. So I would like for you to sing a cappella so people could hear your natural voice. So I'm gonna put on a song. Let's see. I'll put on a song.
Whoa.
You're a natural, so
okay.
I'm putting you in the spotlight. Okay.
So what you dey panny brother? She calling me all night long. Shawty be since I'm low, but she know that for the time. Every day they pan the studio, hustling them songs. Sexy girls they all over me body. What about my body? So,
All right. So if you guys want to hear any more of his songs, you have to go online, type in Kirz, and that song is Tappa Tappa, which is Tappa Tappa. All right.
Yep. Kirz Music. You follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, follow me on TikTok is KIRM Music.
Just follow him. Okay. Is there anyone in particular that you haven't worked with that you would like to work with in the future? Or let's say tomorrow, if you get a chance, or today?
I would really love to work with and Popcaan.
With who? It kind of cut out a little bit. With Popcaan. Cranium. Okay.
And Cranium.
Cranium is reachable.
Actually, Cranium is dope. Because first time I heard the song was Was it last night?
Uh-huh.
Or that was Stamina. Stamina.
Uh,
It was Stamina. And I just looked at the lyrics. I was like, what was it? And the whole similes, and like, come on, bro.
mm-hmm.
And the worst part, the best part of it is when you hear the songs, you can already imagine the video. I was like, come on, are you actually going to shoot this on the video? And then when you watch the video, pretty much nothing. I was like, oh,
It's
okay, now you're
different.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. Because there's one of them that he has. There's one song that he has where he's saying, don't call me after a certain time and stuff like that. And that song is like certain parts you can reenact, but there's other parts where he's singing about being over the sink and washing himself and stuff like that. And I'm like, you can't. Yeah.
I think he did a remix with Tiwa Savage. I think what? Girl Policy.
Yes.
Girl Policy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Girl Policy. Yeah.
That's the song. That's the song. That's the song. With you and stuff. And I mean, if you work with Popcaan's producer before, I don't see any reason why like you won't be able to get through again. You know what I mean? But yeah. Is there anything that is there anything that you wanted our audience to know? A few last words and stuff like that. And your social handles again.
Okay. For the people, of course, you already know is Kirz, Kirz, and of course, is that Nigerian boy with the Caribbean vibe. Funny enough, everybody thinks I'm Jamaican, but just Nigerian. Out of my great grandmother is from Jamaica. I mean, I know fam. I think we're gonna look up that sometime. We need to look up that. And if you all our social platform, it's pretty much Kirz Music, KIRZMUZIK. And Kirz Music on Instagram, Kirz Music on all social media, Twitter. You can get me there. Besides, I do Afro or reggae, and I love what I do. And just like my other song, if I stop doing music, all my fans do. I pretty much can't stop.
Exactly.
So I just have to keep doing what I do.
Okay. Well, I thank you so much for reaching out. Not knowing who I am, but at least tell me that you appreciate my voice and what I do. And I'm glad what transpired now because I got to know you and your music and so forth. And I'm able to share that with my friends. If ever you need a voice, I'm here. For your intros or anything like that. I'm right here,
Sure,
and connects and stuff like that. I mean, we have certain connects as far as like producers and DJs and stuff in order to play your music out there. I think you have a great talent, so I can't wait to share the video and your music.
Thank you very much.
Along with everything else. I do wish you much success, that you already continued success, because it seems like you're on your way and you know exactly how to reach out to people and to network, so
thank you.
If you'd like to take us out with your song and a cappella so we can end the show. Any song of your preference.
Okay, maybe I could just do like a freestyle or something.
Yeah.
Let's be a freestyle.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. Okay. If you never heard of the boy Kiss, man, now you hear me on the radio. If you never heard of the boy Kiss on the sing, now you hear me on the TV. Now me chilling with Nikki, and everything looking alright. Make me watch out for the boy Kiss, cause me a straight. Me a giving everything that you want. The girl tell me she went to the song. Me not care what you want if you do. All me need is just to have fun. Play the music for me and make you sing some song. Make me a dance to that. Dance on calypso. Why not reverse that? Guess for the sing and the man.
I love it. That was so dope. I'm gonna use that for my intro when I put it out to show people that I interviewed you. That is dope. All right, so you have a great day, Kirz, and it was a pleasure interviewing you and meeting you. All right, so guys, stay tuned. His info is gonna be right below here. So you'll have his Instagram information, you'll have his YouTube information, so you could reach out to him if you need to collab or producers. He's great. You heard him. Please do reach out to him, and everyone have a great day. Table Talk Show with Nikki G and Kirz.
The girl with a good voice.
Thank you. All right, take care. Have a good evening.
The girl with a cool voice.
Thank you.
So you're going down your journey, trying to be somebody. Remember, nobody cares. But when you get on, there's something that seems to be rosy. Somebody cares. Nobody knows. Nobody sees. And nobody cares. Oh yeah. And nobody knows. Nobody sees. And nobody cares.
Swick Beat on the track.
Yeah, again. All the way from Vincent down to Nigeria. Swick Beat alongside international boy Kiss Van the Sing. Baby, make a dance calypso. I'm on tune for the girl them, so take it. So, get it's time for the carnival. So when the sexy girls and the sexy clothing, so when they boy them, tell them say it's time we have to party hard. We about to light it up again for the carnival dance. You know, Swick on the beat that we make things go down. So, where them big bumper girl them, and my pretty Vincy girl them, where them sexy African girls, and my pretty Caribbean girl them. Oh, baby make a dance calypso. Why I wish my Lisa? Girl driving me crazy. Oh baby, oh lady, girl I'm feeling you tonight with the way your body wine. Oh baby, oh lady.
Welcome to Table Talk. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and iTunes.
Come to my blessings, yeah. Church, you bless me,